welcome back. This is Excel video 446 and I'm Nate Moore. One of the business intelligence projects I worked on this past week was pulling PQRS data for a group. They wanted to submit to a registry, but they couldn't get the data out of their system in the way the registry wanted it. If you've got similar trouble getting data out of your system, I'd love to help you. When we talked in the last Excel video, we had a basic chart here and we were playing with the chart title and manually changing the chart title as the data changed. If you've got your chart connected to something like SQL Server and it's refreshing automatically, what I want to talk about today is how to make this chart title be dynamic. And the first thing you need to know is what you can do is rather than type in the chart title, you can put a formula in the chart title instead. So what I'm going to do here is let's just delete this chart title and we'll come back and build a new one. So from that chart title, what you can do is we can take this and instead of typing in there, I'm going to do equals and I'm going to do this cell here, N25. And notice that Excel is going to do the syntax and make sure it points to the right sheet and all that kind of stuff. But then what I can do is I can say, hey, the most no-shows were on Monday. And if I change Tuesday to be 500, now Tuesday is the highest. And the most no-shows this month were on Tuesday. See how it's dynamically changing the title to reflect my data over here. Let me show you how I did it. What I've got here is a formula that simply says max. Give me the maximum amount of what's in these cells. And so it's finding 500 is the maximum amount. And then there is a formula or a combination of formulas called index and match. If you need to know more about index and match, Excel videos 178 to 181 are going to walk you through step by step how to build this part of the formula. But what it's essentially doing, the short version of what it's doing, is it's finding this 500, coming over here and saying, okay, where's the 500? It's here. What's to the left of it? It's Tuesday. And that's how it's looking up to know when the most no-shows were. And then what you do in cell N25 is you simply say equals whatever text you want in the chart title in quotes, and then the ampersand, the and sign that's going to attach a formula on the end of it. So if instead of the most, I wanted to show the most no-shows, if instead I wanted to go to N2678, is that right? Now I can show the least no-shows this month were on Thursday. And again, if I changed Friday and just gave myself 3 no-shows, my chart automatically updates to Friday. And what am I doing? I'm putting equals in the chart title and pointing to a cell that has all the math. I'll show you one more example. If I've got data here and I want to show, hey, they're increasing or decreasing, what I've done here is I've done an if function with the slope function. And what slope is going to do is it's going to look at the slope of this line, and if it's positive, then it's increasing, and if it's negative, it's decreasing. So it's negative now, so no-shows are decreasing. January, February, March, April, May. And if I wanted to make them increase, well, let's just add a 0. And now no-shows are dramatically increasing. And I can change my chart title to increasing. Again, I'm using the slope formula here that looks at the slope for these numbers against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. And putting a formula here that this formula is referencing. That's how I'm making my chart titles change dynamically. One last thing in this Excel video. Chart titles are great, but they're not terrifically flexible. If you need more flexibility than you can get here with a chart title, one of the things I've done in the past is use something like this. If we come over here and I can either delete it or I can just uncheck this box. This is a text box from the insert menu. And what I can do is I can drag that in and I can put a chart title that's in the middle of the chart, or oops, that's too big, so it's very easy to do something like this, or make it deeper like that, or less like that. You get a lot more flexibility in a chart title by using a text box than a traditional chart title, if that helps you. That's what I wanted to show you about chart titles. Stay tuned, there's a bunch more chart topics coming. Thanks for watching.